Hi there, my name is Naveria and I welcome you back to Kentucky Road Zero. Let's continue. I guess there is actually an option to continue Act 3. Was there a sound I just heard? But previously I didn't see that option for Act 2 for some reason. Anyway, let's see if I press continue 3. Act 3, will we actually continue from the spot we left off? Okay, I guess so, though I don't really remember this. Where the hell are we? So, what's the plan here? Could use a bite to eat, I get. What's that? Do you see something moving there? That was creepy. Clerk, should we? What do you think? Well, we've got to get back to the Zero and bring these documents back to the clerk at the bureau. I'm just not sure how to get there. The entrance at the farmhouse was gone. Oh, it's a bird? Is that the bird I know? Can go this way. Huh? Suddenly I'm controlling the boy. What happened? What? I was controlling the man. Okay, and now I'm controlling men again. That was bizarre. Hey Blue, are you okay? No. I wanted to talk to Blue. How are the drugs treating you? I don't like to take medicine, I guess. Now, it's good for you. He's a doctor, right? I hope he is. I know what you mean, though. My folks had a peculiar relationship with medicine. We almost never had a regular doctor or health insurance or anything like that. Our immigration stuff I'm sorry about my voice. Stuff was a mess for most of my childhood, so we only qualified for state programs in small patches before something or other would get contested. And we learned to just pile on dentists, appointments and stuff in those short windows. If a cat got infected or her migraines were too much to handle, mine would talk to so-and-so who knew so-and-so, usually another minor, and end up with some pills. And instead of medical advice, every pill came with gossipy, anecdotal warnings and superstitions. Like all this lore that came with it. Like magic, dangerous, mysterious. And you run into problems? Sure, yeah. Stuff would be expired or mislabeled. Mom was allergic to penicillin. Oh my god, that's dangerous. As it turned out, that was scary. And one time, In high school, we were got these pills to help her focus. She was so smart, but always going off in a different directions, mind racing like five constant conversations going on in her head at once, and you're lucky if even one of them is with someone in the room. So she had these pills, and they seemed to help. I was struggling in school too, failing my history class. She offered to share the pills. Sounds dangerous. Yeah, they seemed pretty harmless at first. I guess that's why I kept going with it. One day I was sitting on my bed, my notebook was open next to me on top of the textbook, and I was holding a pen in my hand. I remembered this moment from several years before. It came up so suddenly, with such precision, I couldn't put it out of my mind. I felt I had to stay with it until I'd recalled the whole thing perfectly. It was just a tiny nothing moment. My mom patching up the side of the birdcage, winding some spare wire around the frame to reinforce it. I was fixated on that image and that sound, the cage kind of bending and twanging as she worked on it, rapping and noting, scraping copper against paint like bowing a rubber violin with a railroad tie. My parents came back from a triple shift and found me still delirious with thirst. Still sitting there on the edge of the bed, pen in my hand, delirious with thirst, patching that birdcage with a 1,000-yard stare. Creepy as hell. Uh-oh, I just moved my dog. You get some rest back there? That doctor seemed nice enough. I don't know, but I want to say that just to feel better. I'm sure he does an okay job. Right? Blue? (9 a.m. 5 p.m. every day of the year except Labor Day. Last admission is at 4 p.m. daily. Damn. Tri-view door. Guess you're a little late for the museum. Ben to Emily. And then what? Wait, do I know these people? Were they sitting on the basement of the gas station in the beginning? I think their names were the same. Ben, you're being very uptight right now. Emily, Ben, and Bob. Who the hell are they? How do they relate to the story? You're right, it's unlocked. I'm not sure it's finished in there though. What's finished? Would it be better if it were finished? Can we be sure of that? What's finished? Hush. I think I heard a voice. Maybe a security guard? I didn't hear anything. Then again, they don't hear me. We're just too late. Let's come back tomorrow. Now they are talking about going in again. Diner or something around here? What? I said it will be boring. No, we have flashlights. Look, and if we visit by day, we see what they want us to see. If we visit by night, it's all up to us. Yeah, but never mind. Do we have to leave the place? Okay, I guess we need to leave. But what's the plan actually? Because I have no idea. Ah, no notes yet. Okay. No notes? But what's the plan then? The truck's engine sputters and dies. Oh no. As Conway guides it carefully off the road next to a fallen tree. Scene 2. A tree. Fallen tree. Wow. Well. What's the plan? Truck is definitely broken. I don't think we can ride it again. Nothing to be done? Can you take a look at it? I guess I could poke around in there, but I don't know a damn thing about engines. Wait, is this why you always leave your truck running? Is it? That is up on a hill. Really? First time it's just died like this. Well, where's the champagne? Anyway, do you know this area? Anyone around here that could give us a hand? I guess I drove here yesterday, though I'm not sure. Oh, what were you doing out here yesterday? That tree, that bog. Is that what caused me to have accident? Because I'm pretty sure I did have one. Are you sure this is the tree? What kind of tree was it? I guess that could be a willow. Don't know much about trees. Me too, actually. Hey, we should call someone. Do you know a good towing company? I guess this one? Lucky Boot. Alright, I'll give them a call. I hope I can get a signal out here. I hope so too. Hi, hello. We've got an old, I want to say diesel old truck just stalled out. Phone, irritable, sleepy, confused. Confused? This is Lucky Boot Collision and Towing, right? A friend gave me your card, open 23 hours a day. What? 23? Inquisitive. Accusatory? I know these two words, first and third, but I don't know what inquisitive means. So I'm gonna use that. Yeah, that's why I'm calling exactly. That's all. Apologetic, forceful, obtuse? What's that? Apologetic. No, it's okay. We just need to get to an auto shop and get this taken care of. Um, wistful, concerned. Thanks for the offer, but we really just need a towel, is all. Pragmatic, meticulous, neighborly, pragmatic. Right, yeah, thanks. Okay, it's, where are we? We're out of 65, just kind of pulled up by this tree that fell over. Specific. That's actually a pretty accurate description of it. Yeah, hanging over the power lines just like that. Did you see it go down? Assertive? Okay, whatever you need to do. How long do you think you'll be? Silence. Distant traffic sounds. Hello? Well, how did the call go? I think they're on their way. Guess we have some time to kill. Pretty grim place to be stuck. And wonder what happened to the tree, I mean. Maybe it was just old. You know what used to happen to old trees out in the forest? Wildfire would come through and clear them all out. It made room for the new trees. But then people built houses, and we can't have fires going all the time. So we keep putting them out. And now we have all these old trees choking out the saplings, starving the young trees for resources, just clinging on to life until snap. And then some road crew comes by and blasts the stump with dynamite. I think I'll take a look at that radio of yours. Maybe I can get it going again. No point just standing around. Okay. Thanks. I guess. Would be nice. Are you bored? Not yet. Are you? Yeah, most of the time. Let's play a game. 20 questions? What's that? Okay. Meaningfully in his shoes. Got it. Okay, guess. Oh no. It's that kind of game. I shouldn't have chose that. Is it a bird? No, you're guessing too soon. Can I say it with my eyes? Yes. Okay. Would I recognize it if I saw it? Does it last for more than a day? Last for more... What? Would I recognize it if I saw it? It would look like something you'd recognize, yeah. Yes. Is it bigger than a dog? No, a dog is bigger. Except for one of those real little dogs. Or a puppy, I guess. Does a puppy count as a dog? Well... Alright, that's all your questions. What's your guess? Get a few more? You mean questions? I wasn't counting, but I'm pretty sure that was 20. 20 questions? What the... No! Nest? Yeah, pretty small nest, like made for a small bird. It's empty and it's nighttime and it's just rained. It fell out of the tree and now we are putting it back together. Then we'll take it apart again. I was all ready for those questions. Really. How long do you think we'll be waiting here? Julian? Is it the bird? I guess he has a lot of houses to carry still. I wish I could help him more. Oh. How's it looking? The leads are badly corroded, but I'm making progress. That's what I like about working on electronics. It gets easier as you go on. Or you just get used to it? Almost there. No more options. Huh? What the hell is this? Who are these? Where are we staying tonight? Closet at the bar? June bug? I'll figure something out. Yeah, I know you will. Maybe it'd be nice to stay outside one of these nights. Power down just enough to rest, but keep an eye on the stars. Be there when the birds wake up. Sounds romantic. I'm a real romantic, lucky me. How far out are we? Are we there yet? Oh, stop. Harry's not gonna be happy. You know, he doesn't like me anyway. Who are these people? I'll tell him about the frog? What? He won't understand. More than the silver and gold of this earth. You should have been a poet. I'll leave poetry to the professionals. What's on your mind, Cricket? Oh, I don't know. Just looking at the stars. Hope we get there soon. Never been this late. Where exactly are we going? Keep on dreaming and I'll keep on driving. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Hey! Would be nice if you helped. Brake disc. They look like they could use some help. Going to fix it up for them? Oh. I don't know range from a cattle prod. I thought maybe you. I guess it's up to some good Samaritan. Well, I guess we could help them. You're the best, and hey, maybe if they are not busy, they can fill some seats at the gig. You know, if no one's there, Harry will try and bilk us on our fee. I have a really hard time reading today, so I'm sorry. So are they coming back for us or not? I'm sorry for that. Was that him? Who? Lucky. Lucky what? Oh, the town company. Nah, I guess not. Yeah, they're too fast for a truck. I bet they're getting chased by someone. Maybe they just have somewhere important to be. Definitely getting chased by someone. If you say so, but they're coming for us. Huh? Stay here. Careful. He's wicked with strangers. Johnny, ha, you. Ezra, who's chasing you? I actually like this question. Hear that, Cricket? We're being pursued. I knew it. Who's after us? That's a good question. These folks seem to have a certain handle of the situation. So, dinosaurs? What? Maybe the low? Dinosaurs, definitely them. Sure, something like that. Listen, we've got the questions for you folks. What kind of people do you take us for? I mean, how do we strike you? Why the question? Nice enough? Probably from space. Not sure I follow. What kind of temperament do you think we have? What kind of work would you say we do? Now, this is a creepy question. I mean, why would you just come out and ask us like something like that? You already look pretty damn creepy, so especially in the darkness. Yeah, astronauts or aliens. I always said you fell from heaven, ma'am. Otherworldly. It's unmistakable. Now, here's another question for you. Do you like music? Yeah, do you like music? Lizette used to sing in taverns on the weekend. Beautiful stuff. What kind of relationships did they have actually? Because I thought they were just working together, but from the end of the previous episode, it was kind of obvious they were more than that. They lived together. Well, I do love music. Of course you do. Say, you should come to our gig. What an idea. They planned it. Well, we are waiting for a Tao, actually. A Tao? I won't hear about it. This time of night, you'll be kicking your heels till dawn. We'll fix your truck up. Me and Johnny are a couple of regular gearheads. Why, I just put a new cylinder block in this baby over here. Nah. Vicious cycle. I like this one. That's what we call our bike. We call it the vicious cycle. Pretty tough, huh? Well, get you fixed up quick so you can come to the gig. See, we have a regular booking tonight and, well, we are running late. We're late. That's what I told them. Now the old man who runs this venue, Harry Esperanza, is a notorious withholder, and if we don't get a few bodies in the crowd, well, he'll go penny pinching on us. Just a short set. We only have one song prepared. You'll come to the gig, won't you? We don't have time for this. course they will. Can you believe we almost didn't stop? Johnny to Blue? Hungry old lady? Oh, Blue is a girl? I thought it was a boy. I think I got a crust in the sidecar here. Oh, that's cute. But Johnny here saw you folks were in trouble. Well, it's all said and done. We stopped. That's all that matters. Our gigs at an old tavern called the Lower Depths. It's over there by the old Charlie Moran highway. Charlie Moran. I probably have to remember that because I'll have to drive it there myself, am I right? Just east of 65. We usually take a ride off the interstate around the petting zoo. Okay, next stop. Johnny likes the petting zoo. I do like the petting zoo. Now let's see about that truck of yours. I feel certain we can get it running. Yeah? How? I wonder. Wait, you already fixed it? Over by Charlie, just 65. Take a ride of 65 around the petting zoo. Right. No. Where's the petting zoo? Well, it could be pretty damn far. Okay, wait. Around the petting zoo. Petting zoo is closed. Tavern. Is that what I'm looking for? Okay. Was supposed to go behind it, not around it. The Lower Depths. Oh, that's how the bar called. Hey Blue, how are you? Doesn't feel right? Feels a little like home, huh? Does it? Actually, I like this place. And it seems like it's getting brighter. I like it. But I wish it didn't. It's not all bad memories. Some of it I don't remember at all. They have places to go. I mean, isn't it where I was supposed to come? Bar? Kind of late. Are you sure they are open? Sure they are open. This is one of those places. Let's head on in, I guess. We are not saints, but we have kept our appointment. How many people can boast as much? Nice, beautiful. That's lovely, man. Who said it? A poet. Ma'am, I hate to say it, but the cupboard is bare. Have some vision, Cricket. We've got 1, 2, 4 patrons. Harry doesn't count. Well, we've done more with less. That's like absolutely nothing. What kind of music do you play? It's like someone Cole meets Ike Towner, who I don't know, but with a woman lead, and the keyboards are kind of ambient whisper wave. Sounds nice, though I don't know these names, so who knows. A little bit more reverb. There's some Dolly Crown in there too, like early stuff before she joined the Sheet Swingers. Better drum programming though. I don't know who those people are. Well, you'll hear it in a minute. I hope so. I'd like to, I guess. Sandwich. Guess I'm hungry. A rough brick between two pieces of stale bread sits in the center of the table, surrounded by a right of undisturbed dust. An actual brick? Or did you just call it? That doesn't sound normal. A bulky set of black goggles sit on the end of the table next to an ashtray, newspaper, and a few empty glasses. Huh. What is it? I guess, I don't know. Can I tell you a horrible secret? I never wear eye protection in the shop. It's dangerous, I know, but I'm always looking back and forth from my oscilloscope to whatever I'm working on, and the scope has this peculiar kind of hard bordered glow that well, I've never found a pair of goggles or glasses that doesn't smear out that glow. At best, the lens softens everything so you can't quite find the edges. Hey, what are you doing there? Flips eagerly through the jukebox's catalog of songs. What do you think? What do you think? I don't know how to play this game. It's not a game. God, someone has to tell this boy stuff. All I'm pouring tonight is Hard Times whiskey. That sounds nice. No? Any coffee going? Yeah, actually, coffee would be nice. No coffee, Hard Time whiskey. Sometimes she makes this sound for some reason. It's creepy as hell. Yelling towards exit. Say, shut the GD door. Goddamn door? Is that what you mean? Would you? I can't afford to run the air conditioner all night. Sorry, Harry. Oh, it's up. It's you too. Where have you been? Never mind, listen, I can't keep this place open through the small hours of the night, just waiting for musicians. Where's everyone? Everybody had to, clear out. Let's get set up, huh? Clear out? What do you mean? There's nobody here to listen to it. I can't pay for... You brought some people, Harry. A crowd is forming. A crowd of one man, one woman, and a child? Well, okay. Couldn't you use some break, I guess? Been on my feet all day. But she doesn't listen. Ready to sing, huh? Let's listen. How's it looking out there? How are you all feeling tonight? Johnny to Harry. Can we get a bit more reverb in the monitors? Harry adjusts the soundbar behind the bar. How's that? Test, 1, 1, 1, 3, 50. Lamentation? Wait, lamentation. Sounds good. How's everybody doing? Anybody had a real bad night? To Conway. How about you, old man? Not too bad. Well, we'll take care of that right now. You're gonna make it too bad? This is a song I heard in tavern many years ago at an open mic night. Me and Johnny were out just riding around. You know, you like to drive around, old man. That's my job. No, of course I do. So we were out riding. Why even asking me? Yeah, that's how everyone with mics do. So we were out riding around and we passed this gaudy old tavern. I mean, it was a real dive. Busted up facade. Weeds in the parking lot. Taps all dry. Bats in the barroom. And run by this creaky bag of bones. Looked like the only thing keeping him awake was the fear of death. So glad to be back here at the lower depths. Hey now. So we stopped for an early drink and there was a lady singing right here on stage, and the song she sang, well, it stuck with us. And now it's a regular part of our repertoire. Never got that lady's name, but she seemed like a sweet girl, and she had a voice like Scotch whiskey, and we just hope we do her song justice. So here it is, Too Late to Love You. Oh no, that's too sad. Don't. Wow, when did they change? Get to choose the words. Wish we'd met before. The music is so beautiful. This is too sad. I don't like the words. Damn, the music is so good. was so beautiful, but it was so sad. I really don't like the lyrics. It's just... it makes me too upset. But the song was amazing. Well, hope you liked it. I've heard it before. Don't think I have. Kind of sad, isn't it? Kind of. Listen, we appreciate you folks sticking around for the show. There's nothing more wretched than playing sad songs to an empty room. I guess. We've just got to get out our fee from Harry, and then we'll get you headed to the 0. Nice. Why does she make this sound? Well, Harry, I think that one went pretty well. I'd say the crown was into it reverential wrapped. What are you... Oh, never mind. I guess the usual fee is about right. And we'll let you get back to your business. Well, that's just the... Damn it. I was trying to tell you too, I can't pay. They cleaned me out. I've got nothing left by a GD. IOU from the distillery. What are those? Yeah, I traded them for some whiskey, and I guess I had some surplus credit, so I got this note to get some more from them later on. Must have been a hell of a trade. I had to. Got to keep this place open somehow, god damn it. What's your language, Harry? Yeah. Could you pay them with your IOU? Well, very contemporary. Very astute. How about it, Harry? Let's push some paper around. Well, it's just... I can collect it on it here when they bring more whiskey up. But for you to cash in, you'd have to go down to, down to the distillery. Down to hard times. It's, you've got to take the 0. So that's what we'll do. How about we get there? How do we get there? Wait, I thought you guys know. Are you folks sure you want to head down there? I've never been myself, but I hear people hear things, rumors. You know another way maybe to dog drive? I guess he doesn't. Dogwood? Got a letter, did you? I got a stack of them. Well, okay, it sounds like the 0's your only course now. Harry, you're alright. If only. You got a radio in your car? Yep. Well, here's what you've got to do. Take a left out of the parking lot and then just fiddle around on your dial until you hear something familiar but strange. You know the feeling? Like, I used to go hunt with my uncle out in the mountains, and now I watch these nature programs. They're filmed in the mountains, and there is the deer, and I know all the plants and every kind of tree, but something doesn't look right. And it's even stranger for being so close to familiar. Something like that. You'll know it when you hear it. It's just, I don't get it what he's talking about. Fix that strange but familiar station on your dial, drive for a bit, and then turn around when the station cuts out. Right then. What? Hope you folks find what you're looking for, eventually. Always a pleasure, Harry. Is it? What the hell? I don't think I'll make it. Sounds like too complicated. The zero. Are we finally going there? From the lower depths, tune the radio looking for the station that's familiar but strange. Drive for a while until the station cuts out, then turn around. So I need to tune the radio first. Wait. Can I do it? The station doesn't quite match what the bartender's description. Definitely weird though. Let's keep scanning. He said we'd know it when we hear it. Is that what I'm looking for? They all sound familiar to me. What's this station? I've never heard this before. Sounds like horses running? A race? Is it? Lizette and Ira had some horses, maybe? Yeah, I've always been a little afraid of them. They're so big and, I don't know, you look in their eyes and they're almost human. Like they're human and animal at the same time, since they've been domesticated so long, I guess. Well, that fits familiar but strange for me. Harry said we just drive until it cuts out? Okay. Horses. Oh my god, there is some strange shit going on. And they don't act normal. At all. What's next? No notes yet. Didn't they say turn around? I'm turning around then. Hold the Mountain King. Is that what I'm looking for? Well, since it's a new scene, probably it is. Hey, Blue. What do you suppose happened here? Maybe some kind of storm washed it away. Or just a slow drip from the ceiling wearing it down, because I hear some drops of water. Johnny? Time to cut them loose, ma'am. You bored? Nah, it's a slow night anyway. I'm happy just tagging along. The bridge ends abruptly, crumbling in disrepair. Boardwalk. Johnny stayed there. A loop of decayed rope is coiled on the banister. Some rotted sections have been smoothed over with a fine dust. Okay, you're taking it. Computers? What are they doing there? Broken computer monitors are heaped precautiously among the rocks. Okay. Pet carrier? Is that fire? For a cat or small dog has been left by the path. The calcified rag wadded in the corner may once have been a blanket. Backpack. Someone standing there? I think I see someone. A hiking backpack leans against a rock. It's empty except for a dusty bag of cat food and a few punch cards. Look, I think I see a girl. A pile of discarded electronics burns steadily in the center of the chamber. Emmy. I told you there was a girl. Oh, it's triangles within triangles down here. Shifting, intersecting, overlaying. Isn't it romantic? Romantic? Let's see. To Shannon? Triangles? What's she talking about? You're here to steal back the love of a boy you once knew, when you were too young to recognize the movement of the heart. Huh? To Conway. And you are escorting her, pretending to have her interests at heart while really... To Junebag. Really, you are in love with a young woman as well. And so you have agreed to help him conspire to win her affections. But it's just a ploy to set him up for embarrassment and diminish him out of the picture. I'm into it. What? What are you talking about? Is that how they somehow connected? I'm confused. No, you're right. It's insipid. Derivative. Derivative? I used to be really good at this. I had 11 novels published, from The Billionaire's Bidding to Fields of Longing. Real hot, bodies ripping stuff, you know. I miss those days in my Lexington studio apartment. Just me and my thesaurus steaming up the windows. What? To Ezra, I'm not sure you should be listening to this, kid. Yeah, it sounds a little bit hot, as she said. I'm not listening. But of course, it couldn't last. You know, suddenly it was all computers everywhere you went. I thought I might be able to do something with that. Inject a little libido into those ugly beige boxes. So I went back to the university and studied human-computer interaction, and then I picked up Donald's research assistantship here as a tester, debugging. In my off hours, I played around with a doomed love story at the core of our little simulation. That seemed to amuse Donald, so I kept at it. I'm afraid I tinkered too much, made it too complex. Now our work is never done. We don't even have to add any new functionality. The bugs just grow on their own. Too complex. Did you create Shodan or something? I miss those days in my Lexington studio apartment. There's also an old man. A woman in a tattered cardigan looks furtively at the other person around the fire. The old man? Donald puffs in the smoldering pipe while half mumbling, half singing an old country tune. Where the old green river runs through hills and caves not known to us, down to that sunless sea. Oh, who are you? Did we startle you? I might say you did. I thought you might be one of them. Oh, no, you can't be. We've been patching all their spy holes. We keep the lights dim and the motors running softly, and we rode the smoke out through. That is. What were we talking about? How old are you again? What's that computer over there? It looks like a harmless old computer, doesn't it? Like some beat-up mainframe exhumed from the university basement and left in this cave to rot or to flower. No, it's no ordinary computer. I've modified it extensively and in some pretty experimental ways, believe you me. And that's to say nothing of the software, but you look like a technically minded sort of person. Tell me, do you know the effects of mold growth on the diffused base transistor circuitry? Does she? Would burn up the mold? I guess it would short the circuit? Certainly. But not all of it. Some moldy filaments are more or less conductive than others, and it grows in non-linear, chaotic patterns. We can guide it a bit through a simple application of classical horticulture, but we can't produce specific results, only tendencies. Thwarted and feeble, we hammer on this derelict keyboard. My name is Reason, King of Kings. But we are mere gardeners in the ruins. Our keystrokes echo off into the tunnels, boundless and bare, the caves stretched far away. We are too late. Always too late. What? Did you say something? You were about to tell us about the software. Oh, the software. My life's work. Xanadu. You've heard of it. Perhaps you've read about it in the journal. It's been years since I published anything. Xanadu was evolved significantly since I explained its data structures in my article, Literary Multitudes, Hypertextual Narrative as Post-structural Witness. Evolved and then deteriorated. Sings dramatically and takes a puff from his pipe. I'm afraid you're too late. Just like in that song, Too Late to Love You? Fellow hypertext enthusiast. And the mold accumulated in the circuitry. Xanadu blossomed for the moment into something holy and enchanted. Then all the charm was broken. Do you have any idea what it's like to spend your life building something and then sit powerlessly as your work declines into ruin? Well, back, not really. Well, I drive deliveries for a small antique shop and we are closing down. It's probably not as much of a comparison to what you had to go through, but still. Snuffling around the dusty ghosts of antiquity. Well, I have my own ghosts and I keep them in there, in Xanadu. It's running on that glorious dusty machine. Take a look if you'd like. Too late to do anything but smoke and reminisce. Anyway, far too late to do anything. Andrew? Who's Andrew? Do you know that when I first... No, I mean... If this cave were larger, could it... Now I'm getting ahead of myself. What? I've got it. How would you characterize this space? The one we are standing in now. Cave? Looks like a cave for some reason. But I didn't even see the entrance to the cave, really. That was bizarre. Spooky for a baby? It's a mess. A catastrophe. Or the site of some ancient catastrophe anyway. Sure, the evidence is all around us. The shadows make it hard to tell how big it is, I guess. Actually, what's burning on the fire? Mysterium tremendum. It sends the shadows scattering momentarily lights the mouths of unseen tunnels. That fire is constantly reshaping my... Close your eyes. Will you close your eyes? Only if you close your eyes. Okay. I can do it from memory. Good. Now. Huh? You are standing at the top of the rocky peak. They're doing that to me again. Why? Why is everyone trying to do this? A tongue of flame leaks the shadowy anatomies of... Where are we? Oh, here again. How disappointing. You're just... You suck. What are all these computers for? Computers? Oh, now I remember. I was writing on them. I described the cave. That was my job. Describe the cave. There's a great history of caves in the literature, don't you know? The walls are frozen rivers of orange stone. Isn't that vivid? I had a lot to live up to. I was a grad student studying statistics when I started working with Donald on his project. He said we needed someone with a more analytical mind to do the descriptive writing, someone who would appreciate the cave descriptions as real labor instead of taking their authorial voice for granted. Donald warned me it would be long hours of typing painstakingly detailed descriptions into the computer, and I've put it in the hours. Believe me, I've put in the hours. I've described every facet of this cave in such detail that sometimes I don't know if I'm reading or looking, writing or exploring. Often in the dark and lonely moments, I worry that I'm in my sleep. I've transcribed rooms from my dreams into the system. How would we know? They could only be entered with precise, faithful detail. That's all I know how to write. And all I dream about is caves. I only dream of caves. You need to calm down. Massive gate constructed out of scavenged materials blocks the passage down to the far side of the spire. Too bad. There's also Roberta. God damn, how many people are there? The kingdom is in peril. Well, what else is new? Where is the kingdom? You are in the throne room. There are 3 legendary treasures hidden through the castle. That will restore these ruins to their former glory. What do they look like? She's messing with you, kid. Is she? It sounds like she actually believes in what she's saying. Enchanted jewelry, talismans, and magic mirror that prevents the future. A magic shield that protects the bearer from age. A magic chest that's always filled with... I never went to the university. I was an independent scholar. It means I took to the public libraries like a beachcomber. I studied fairy tales, and then I came to work for Donald. I paid the bills, rubbed leathering elbows with academics, scraped black mold from cave walls. Finally, now I carry the firewood into the scene? What's this word? The kingdom is in peril. Baffling control panels are sheltered from the elements with a worn tarp. A closet-sized wall of knobs and wires looms behind the machine, humming faintly. An electric typewriter is the only easily recognizable component. So, Donald? I thought I already talked to Donald. I didn't? Oh, I guess I did. Donald is that old man, am I right? No, I don't need to be here. Because I think I need to check out that place first. That thing. Are we gonna enter the computer or something? How do you think we get it started? Do we need to? This whole thing? Maybe there's a hand crank around, or... Oh, it has a run key. You mean key like a button? Okay. We're gonna enter the simulation probably. Xanadu. Okay. This is creepy. standing somewhere. This is a very broken computer. This thing is in rough shape. No, no. It's so loud. That's worse. House? What? And where? Oh my god, I think it's gonna blow up or something. Lula? Hmm? Lula? I think so. It's like she's talking to us through it. I really don't understand why. What's the point of this? I don't understand. Wait, is she asking how's your track holding? Can't tell what she's saying. Oh, I have my portable degauser with me. Okay, are you gonna do something about it? Finally, hold the mountain. Yeah? Hey! Is any cute? Wait. So much noise. This is the most broken computer I've seen. Next scene already? Hall of the Mountain King. Yeah, that's where we've been already. Bizarre. And what was that about Lula? Maybe Donald knows how to clear it up a bit. Going to Donald again. And it's taken a little bit to walk there. So, you've seen it for yourself. What's left of it? Pretty busted. The chalky bones of a beautiful dream. But you can see what it once was, can't you? Can't you? Nah. There was so much more to it. Ornate labyrinths of memory. Exhaustively simulated parallel cave ecosystems. Real artificial intelligence built on sophisticated neural network algorithms. Algorithms. The birds in the forest could flock in 3 dimensions, and bats could learn to sing. And then it began to crumble when the strangers came. At first, we only heard them walking heavily through the caves, dragging things around, hammering and clattering their tools Sometimes we heard working songs, never close enough to make out real voices, just their echoes cascading wordlessly in the tunnels. Then we caught a glimpse of one. What were they working on? I shouldn't be telling you about this. They're dangerous. They're strange. I should never have tried to outwit them. They were always too much for me. But it's too late now. If I'm listening to Lula, Lula Chamberlain? Yes, of course. Oh, do you know her? Yeah, we're looking for her. No, she's gone now. She left. We built this together, did you know? Lula, Joseph, and I. Lula is gone from here, but still in here. In Xanadu. Huh? I don't know where Lula is now, or how to get there from here, or how to unwind the damned tangled highway, but Xanadu, before its ruin, was faultless as an oracle, a shrine to perfect simulation. But maybe, those weird interlopers destroyed my Xanadu. Who are they? Perhaps they know how to fix it. It may be dangerous. I sent many eager seconds to negotiate with them to repair the masterpiece. Back there, the tunnel, push back the vines, crawl out into the darkness. Watch your step. After a while, you'll feel the terrain change beneath your hands and knees, from rock to crystal and then to mud. Then you'll be out. That's where the strangers came from. Now leave me alone. I still have a bit of mold in my pipe and a few dreams left. So what's the plan? Go into the caves to know more about those strange people? Are they even people? Where do the strangers come from? Ooh, creepy. Is this graveyard? It looks like one. Cemetery. Hey, I just heard them walking. Oh, okay. I had to actually move. Well, this can be right. Looks like an old church. Worth a look inside, I guess? Yeah. I want to stay outside. Why? It's too dangerous. It's night and it's... No. I think I saw a lizard. I'll stay with him. We just met this woman. Should we even leave the boy with her? Well, I guess. Okay, we'll make it quick. And they never returned. Wait, what the... Oh, I'm playing as a boy? Find any lizards? One, but it went under the rock. That's lizards for you, I guess. Is that guy your boyfriend? Now, what's a boyfriend anyway? It's a word people use because everyone else does. Doesn't mean anything to me. He's my cricket. And what does it mean? See, it means something. It's specific. I don't know, maybe it's specific to you, but it's not specific to anyone else. Lonely? does it? Not for us. You've just got to make choices and own them. You think I was born this folksy? I came off the assembly line about a half foot shorter and all grey, no eyes. They were going to have us clearing out the old mine. Doesn't matter what you look like under all that rock and water, a bunch of grey shadows shoveling and hammering invisibly at the walls, draining the tunnels. Johnny found some gear and old tape player. We hid away in an underwater cave and listened to it over and over, and we knew we weren't miners. We slipped out in the road. Just those two featureless shadows, and ever since that night we've been detailing, coloring it, specifying. I feel more like myself every day. I feel more like myself when it's just me and Julian, I guess. Well, there, now you're getting specific. They're already back. I wish I was checking the place. Found nothing? There you are. What'd you find in there? It wasn't... Hey, what's going on? You look flushed, old man. It doesn't matter. Right, okay. We got what we need. Let's go. You got what you... What was it? What did you get? Back to the Hall of the Mountain King. You got something to fix the thing? What did they see there? We found your strangers. We know how to fix your damned machine, but I'm not sure it was worth it. So what was it? Oh, soon the visions will return. What have you found? Scrape the mold off the timing crystals? Specific phrase. I like it more. Oh, a bit of a poem to rely the illustrious spirit, of course. Well then, type away. By all means, do not hesitate. Type away. Okay. Actually, maybe other options would make more sense, but... I liked it, okay? And who were these strangers? Apparently, our characters are not happy they met them. Okay, we're supposed to type dome in air. Weird. Just following instructions. Here we go. Finally again. Okay, at least it's not cracking again as hell. No? I'm not supposed to press anything? Just wait, maybe? Wait. What? You are standing at the end of the road before a small brick building. Around you is a forest. Check out the building, of course. Though going to the forest sounds like not the most logical option to do, right? Let's do that. That's not something you can enter. Stupid simulation. Of course it's gonna have its restrictions. Just type a direction north. Oh, okay. In forest. Well, okay, it was me who's stupid. We can actually do that. That's creepy. You are in open forest with a deep valley to one side. Head back south for that building. Now I'm too curious about that. Hey, it's a maze. South, east, north, west. Lula is here, soldering replacement components in a small handmade radio. I should talk to her. Ask Lula how she's doing. Hi, Donald. I'm getting the strangest interference out here. I've been tuning the radio's circuits gradually as we go, swapping capacitor values and tweaking resistor networks. It was working for a while, but everything I can pick up sounds so distant and muffled. Zanadu? Lula hands you the radio. Well, maybe you'll have better luck. You're good at this stuff. Just don't forget to give it back. Joseph is here, tapping with a small stylus on the modified pocket braille, whatever. Let's see, hi. Listen, Donald, I was just transcribing your footsteps. Sounded like... Joseph runs his finger along the index card he's been tapping on from right to left. Long weary song, drearily gone, dearly gone. You beat a melancholy shuffle through these woods, Donald, huh? I've been noting down the sounds of the forest with an ear for speech and an inborn filter for poetry, I suppose. So maybe it's me being melancholy. After all, I'm eager to see what the poetic subsystem makes of these punched cards. Are we starting again? Huh? What is this? You are at the edge of the massive hole. The dirt gives way to rock as the ground sinks into darkness. The computer tied to your upper back slickens with sweat in the afternoon sun. The rope slung around your shoulder has slipped under the strap of your backpack, digging uncomfortably against your collarbone. Yell into the hole first to see if there are pirates. lean in a bit and check it out. Down? The cave walls are too slick to climb safely without assistance. You lose your footing and fall to your death. Ah, great. Rest in peace. Should have done what Ezra told me to. Your score was 0 out of possible... Oh, wow. I suck at gaming, I told you. What? You may continue or quit. Continue. I didn't even have a choice. Wait, what? I don't think I chose anything. Okay. Maybe when it... Oh, I'm sorry. Try to climb down safely. The rope is tied snugly to the tree trunk. That wasn't an option though in the first place, so yeah, first death was inevitable, I guess. Your feet slip a few times on the slimy rope, but you remain stable. Lula and Joseph descend carefully after you. Oh, they're following me? In bed? Killed? You are in bed killed. A long east-west passage with holes everywhere. Joseph and Lula remove the computer equipment they are carrying on their backs and begin setting up. That's the last trip, so everything's down here now. You make an awkward joke. Don't be so morbid. Treasure? Where's the treasure? Ha! If we knew that, we wouldn't have to set up down here. Oh, so that's why you did it. To find the treasure. I know you think this environment will help our project, get us in touch with a deep romantic reverence for some kind of profound natural spookiness, but I was more comfortable in our lab. The university picked the worst time to cut our funding. Typical institutional stinginess and academic politics. I mean, I felt like we were getting really close to something. Anyway, I don't know if it's sustainable down here. You know, to live and work here together. Sure, Donald, we may as well take an inventory. I got the tape machine and the synthesizer parts we borrowed from the School of Music. It's all tuned up to my voice, so we don't have to type so much. Joseph has his slate and the punch cards he's transcribed from the poems we read him. He's got the typewriter and the paper tape reader. And you've got the CRT display. How's your back holding up? Joseph looks jealous. Does he? Hey Donald, can you help me wire up these generators? I'll assemble the synthesizer, but I could use some help with the serial interface if you have time. You hear an unfamiliar echo from the tunnel in the east. Well, Guess we have to help Lula. Thanks, Donald. I can never remember which color lead goes to which pin. Do you think there are paintings down here? Paintings? Cave paintings, I mean. Maybe some old pottery shards from when the world was young and early men and women huddled in these caves too. Do you know, I think cultural fossils are the saddest fossils. Sadder than animal remains, I mean. I might come across the petrified mollusk or a partial dinosaur footprint, and we say there was a point of contact here where a body touched the earth, and maybe there is a little bit of evidential garbage, but the life who owned that body never cared and has moved on anyway. And that's the end of it. But suppose I shine my lantern on one of these walls and I see a crude painting, thousands of years old, 2 men and a woman, charcoal, blood on rock. Someone put that there to keep something on the rock after she passed. A hope, a relationship, or a moment, a worry maybe, a regret. She made a painting to keep something alive for her, but like that dead I don't know how you pronounce that, and that itinerant dinosaur, she had to move on. Whatever it was is done. And now we are looking at this painting, this dangling copy with no original. Interrupted by the ominous echo of the grating, scraping sound from the east louder than before. What the hell was that? Let's check it out. I don't think it's a good idea. In tunnels. You rush down the tunnel with Joseph and Lula close behind. It got kind of intense back there. It actually does. Yeah, is. No wonder they're still thinking about it. The tunnel narrows and soon you find yourself crawling in your hands and knees. Navigating the tunnel gradually becomes more awkward as smooth rock gives way to jagged crystalline surfaces. Scratches and taps echo from the end of the tunnel, some short and piercing, some slower and groaning as if dampened by water. The tunnel opens into a large room. Crystal room. Huh? There are people? You are in large irregular chamber. There are. The walls, floor, and ceiling are covered with crystalline projections. Strangers are here, scraping black mold from the crystals. They look up when you enter. One of them seems about to speak. Finally! What the hell? Let's listen to what he says. It's just a story. I mean, it's just computer-generated story, right? The stranger reaches for a box he's carrying and presses a plastic button. The box whirs to life and a crackly sound blurts something unintelligible, then slows to deep gurgle. He looks at his companions momentarily in confused disappointment, then he returns his awful gaze to you. Joseph flees through the tunnel to the north. Lula flees through the tunnel to the northwest. I guess I'll follow Lula because I know her. I mean... But didn't they say that Lula stayed in there? So following her is maybe not a good idea, but I'm still gonna go there. Lula's hand lamp scans across the northwest passage as you run. Soft shadows loom perplexedly from floor to ceiling. You feel around to distinguish shadows from crystals, but eventually find yourself cornered. You have hit a dead end. Who are they? Comfort her. You reassure Lula that strangers are harmless. Are you sure? Maybe you're right. It sounds like they have gone back to work. Alright, let's try to pass them quickly now. Don't make eye contact. Then we'll find our way back to the equipment. Pass by them again? Is that... You are in Batquilt again? The long east-west passage with the holes everywhere. Panting for breath. Did they follow us? Where's Joseph? Joseph! I think he's dead, probably eaten by dog. Sorry. That was another game. Search for him, I guess. I only understood as far as wanting to search. We have to be more specific. Don't one of the search equipment. The various computer and... Maybe he's back outside. I think he should be in the tunnels. But who knows, maybe he's back outside. You grab hold of the rope and slowly climb up. Your days lecturing on esoteric computer science topics did not prepare you to scale cave walls with rope. Your evenings gathering with friends to roll dice and consult fancifully illustrated charts, however, prepared you for the likelihood that this climb could end badly. You carefully descend back into the cave. So, okay, no luck. Joseph emerges suddenly from one of the tunnels. Oh, we just had to wait for you, I guess. That damn sound, those damn voices. I don't even know what direction I was running. I wow through that network of tunnels. I ran my hand along the wall, always turning left, but every turn and every rock felt the same. For all I knew, I was running in circles. Finally, I ended up here. And I panicked. I heard you talking, but I didn't think I could trust my senses. But listen, there's one thing I have to tell you. While I was out there, lost in the tunnels and caves, I came across the Zero. And I had no idea. It's like a real place. They pick up garbage. They deliver mail. They go to work and do church. But but it has an awful kind of emptiness. Wait, are we living in the... Are we part of this computer program? Wandering through, I heard horrible echoes. Weird images got burned into my mind's eye. A television, a scarecrow, a crystal, a feather, a sandwich, a CRT monitor, a bottle, and Encore. Do I have to remember this? Lula looks down at her feet. We should ask him more about that. Nothing. Just... Joseph, you sound disturbed. Lula, you've heard the same damn stories I have. It doesn't matter now, damn it. I'm leaving. To hell with all of it. What kind of stories? Divert Joseph's attention. You shout something at Joseph about the project you are working on together. You'll die in these damn cold caves. And what about those men? You know they'll come back. Well, if they wanted us to do some harm to us, they would do it already. Like, really, come on. Start a fire? Nah, we can hide from them. So just find a hiding place. You shout something at Joseph about going deeper into the caves. Did you hear their voices? They're not... They'll find you. But not me. I'm going back to the surface. Stop! Your stupid fight is ringing through the whole damn cave. Joseph is right. We can't stay here. I'm leaving too. But I'm not going back to the surface. I'm taking my station wagon and I'm heading down to zero. Don't let us leave us here. I'll send you this tape when I'm done recording. I'll put it in the mail, and then you can see what your damn machine does with it. So we need to wait for mail? Abandoned by your collaborators, your confidants, your companions, the only two among your colleagues with whom you've ever trusted the gift of your friendship. Pretty thick. Sounds like Beardo had his heart broken. You wander the tunnels alone, dragging along the components of your unrealized masterpiece, combing the underground passages for a new site in which to realize your vision. Sounds like a genius. How do you mean? I don't know what either of these mean. Wordy means literally, anyway, not. I'm not even gonna guess, just gonna choose the first option because I don't really know what it means. I had a guy who came into the shop once with a bunch of old radios and computers and stuff. Real junk. I think he collected it going down alleys or something. Anyway, it was all broken. He asked me if I could get the tubes out and clean them up. The vacuum tubes. So I pulled every vacuum tube I could find and threw the rest out. And I went over them with some rubbing alcohol and cleaned the lids. I used some nail polish remover on the glass. I did a pretty good job. He came back on the next day and I laid it all out on a towel for him so he could check it out. I got the towel from my aunt, from her aunt, and like everything with her, it's really kind of nice, you know. It's red and it has this gold thing around the edges. I guess it was a little too nice. This guy got all excited by the presentation, kind of circled it, and observed each tube from the distance, moving his head around in weird quick bobs like a pigeon. And then he started just lecturing at nobody in particular about the history of vacuum tubes. He talked for an hour. We went on a few dates, but nothing really came of it. Turns out he was kind of boring. And that was a very boring story. Thank you very much. That's where we are. After what may have been years, you stumbled out of a few tunnels into a cavernous open space. Stalactites adorn the ceiling like grotesques. In the center of the room is an enormous rocky spire. This is where you will set up your equipment and establish your legacy. Okay, this is too much now. Now is the time to continue your work. Research assistance 0. Realism index 37%. Romance index 2%. Mold coverage 0%. You may hire a new research assistant, assign assistants to a task, or sleep until tomorrow. Hire. Uploading job advertisement into university message boards. You have hired Andrew, who studies statistics. Research assistant to debugging, transcription, or speculation. Debugging. Assigning available research assistant to debugging. Sorry, can't speak. Sleep. I have no idea. Should I have done more? Time passes. Andrew identifies a bag with the oxygen level simulation, but is unable to fix it. Now is the time to continue your work. Mold coverage. I'm gonna hire as much as I can. Amy, who studies human-computer interaction. Let's assign her. Transcription. No new applicants. Sleep then. Andrew carefully transcribes the sounds of the dripping water in all their variations over a period of several hours. Greasy black mold is collecting on the computer equipment. Now is the time to continue your work. Hired weaver. Weaver was working here? Mathematics. No new applicants, okay. Only one hirement a day. Annie makes a convincing argument for the edibility of stone. Intruders. The strangers are doing something to the equipment, but you can't make out what. You hide behind a rock until they leave. With trepidation, you emerge from your hiding place hours later. Now is the time to continue your work. I'm not convinced this is getting us any closer to the zero. Me too. Realism index 42. More romance. But zero. Notice mold coverage is 0%. Before strangers attack, mold coverage was only growing. Is that what they did? They cleaned the mold? You may hire. Okay. Quit and start over? No. Roberta studies fairy tales. Actually, speculation, I think, would be better. No! I want to keep playing. I think keep playing is better. I mean, there should be an end to the assistance at some point. Weaver follows the strangers into the tunnels. She doesn't return, but neither do they. Now is the time. Interesting. Marianne. Emmy amuses about the love lives of fungal colonies. Greasy, black mold is collected on the computer equipment. Maybe we should try to start over or something. This doesn't seem to be helping. I don't know. Greg. These names definitely don't seem like I recognize them. But maybe... I'm sorry, Ezra, I think... We've got to do stuff. Quit. Are you sure you want to quit? Yes. That was a rhetorical question. Quit game? I only understood you as far as wanting to quit. Maybe we have to lose or die somehow in order to start over? Smash the computer? No, that's violence isn't the answer to this one. Have to wait it out. Wait indefinitely. Time passes. Research assistants come and go. You don't encounter strangers again, but sometimes you can hear the uncanny echoes of their voices off in the tunnels. Years pass, mold accumulates. You and the remaining research assistants take to burning disused equipment in the center of the room. The black mold is intensely flammable and makes an excellent catalyst. It leaves behind a sweet, narcotic perfume. One night, you have visitors, outsiders, different ones. Then later that night, an old friend. Lula, you really did go deeper into the caves. Premature end of file. Press any key to quit. What? The hell is going on? Oh, Luli's here. You really did go deeper into the caves. Well, you were easy enough to find. I've met a few of your former assistants. One can't help but hear things. So this is what became of our project. Oh, I've made some additions. Joseph stole the data tapes for the first half, so I've had some blank spots to fill. Isn't Donald supposed to be an old man now? But Lula is still young. Yes, I know. He published his version actually. I'm sorry to report that it's a bit tediously sentimental. We've been looking for you. So, you find the address data. Just pass it over to Donald here. Donald, will you be a dear and crunch these numbers? We're looking to sort out a street name collision. Dogwood Drive. Wasn't the bureau going to process it? I insist. I have cycles to spare. I'll just pack my pipe and get to it. I should only be an hour or so. Andrew will carry it over too. I'll be at the bureau for the rest of the night. Just mark the private materials for the attention in Senior Clerk Chamberlain. Senior. How do we get to the bureau from here? It was Conway, sorry. Yeah, the bridge. Yes, the bridge. Through the gate over there. No, we too recede into history. Good night, Donald. Meet me at the bureau, and we'll get you on your way. Head counterclockwise to the cathode ray, then turn around. Oh no, I can't remember that. Then it's just clockwise until you find the bureau. Between us, I think you should drive. She's talking to a woman. Why? That is not nice. Some music again. really love the music in this game. Hey, Blue. Huh? How did we end up on the other side? The road was broken before. Thanks for waiting, Blue. What have you been doing? Keeping Johnny here company? I guess. What happened up there? I'm actually not sure. Very mysterious, ma'am. Calling her a ma'am all the time. Is she older than him? They move on. Nothing here. Nothing left here, I guess. From the whole of the Mountain King, head counterclockwise to the cathode ray, then turn around. Then it's just clockwise until you find the burrow. This should be a counterclockwise, right? No, what is cathode? Cathode ray, okay. Turn around. I have no idea how it works every damn time. Bicycle. Feather. Cactus. This also looks like a cave to me, if you ask me. Scarecrow. Wait. It was... someone already mentioned it. I think. Oh my god, scene 11. This one is longer than the previous. Actually, I also... What did you change to the skirt? I thought she was wearing pants, wasn't she? Well, yeah, I'm having some very bad problems with reading today, so maybe that's why it's taking that long. Got the time, Blue? Gotta get this thing fixed, I guess. Well, just let it go, right? Why does she sound like that? It's creepy. Is she a robot? Lula! Here you are. Marianne has the rest of the evening off, so I'm minding the desk. Oh, Marianne. That's who... Oh, there's a cat! I just noticed. I thought that name was there just for the sake of being in the computer, I mean, but Marianne is actually a person. Okay, that's just... Everything is so strange. Any word on the address? The results just came in by courier. Good news, Donald and his assistants were able to sort through the noise. I had cross-referenced their results against some of our records. He found a corresponding mail stop in the Echo River route. As it happens, the night ferry is scheduled to make it stop here shortly. The ferryman carries the mail and collects the garbage as well. I'm sure you can catch a ride out that way. You're welcome to wait here. I have to get back to packing. Are you going somewhere? I might. I'm feeling impulsive, and I'd like to be ready. Maybe back to Mexico? It's been years. They still have one of my sculptures in the museum down there. Did you know? Big, ugly iron thing. Time to have it scrapped anyway. Safe travels. Try to stay out of the water. It's colder than it looks and deep. Damn. It's creepy how you mentioned it. Stop making that sound when you walk. How long do we have to wait? Who knows? Does the boy actually have to come with us? Alright, what again? Oh, what happened? Up to you? It's okay. You can tell them. It doesn't matter anymore. Fine. So we were in that graveyard. And where the strangers come from, okay. I was so curious what happened there. And we're about to see it. Again, I was supposed to actually move the controller. I forgot. Yeah, that's how it went anyway. Let's go to the church. It's creepy. It's empty. The church floor is cold metal, scuffed and flexed by unknown boot heels. Sit. I don't know what I expect. The strangers, he kept saying. Kind of vague already, isn't it? Donald's a stranger. Hell, you and I are practically strangers. Listen, earlier in the mine, I didn't want to talk about it, but... What did you find down there? When I saw Weaver, she was on TV. I was testing a pretty simple tube prepare, flipping through the channels to check the saturation, and she was just there. It was kind of horrible. I mean, I told you she disappeared, suddenly ran away. But we thought... You thought she was dead. Yeah, I guess I don't like to say it. Dead. And then the next time I flipped the channel to Weaver. It's burned in my vision now. She's standing in a room and the walls are blank, kind of gray. There's tape on the walls like markings and desks, classroom maybe. The camera is in the corner, so it's this sort of 45-degree angle with the room, and there's Weaver right in the center of the picture. I stopped turning the dial. Hell, I think it stopped breathing. Eventually she spoke, but there was no real sound. Just this awful hum. I read the closed captions. She said to go to the mine. I'd find something there. I can't remember her exact words. Whenever I try, I get distracted, fuzzy. It's so dusty in here, right? Yeah, I guess. I think with all these holes in the ceiling. Huh? What was that? What the hell was that? Did you hear that? Also, my controller vibrated and it scared the shit out of me. Church settling? Must have. Whoops. But they weren't inside there for too long. Oh, hi. You're blinking just like my leg. Huh? Now I'm controlling this guy? Does he have a badge or something in his neck? Looks like it. Something like that. No? Hi. The stranger activates the tape player's tongue on his shoulder. A crackly drawl echoes in the room. It is patient and sounds like it should be smiling. Doolittle. My regrets. I hope I didn't keep you waiting long. We don't see a lot of foot traffic these days. I guess you're here about the job? I'm afraid we only have one opening at the moment. Horrible business. Guess we are looking for some information about the old computer. Certainly. I'll tell you everything you need to know. I've only just met you, but I feel certain there's a place for you here. I'll just take you over to meet the dispatcher. Show you the tracks. Get you familiarized. We can converse as we go. What is this place? Some kind of factory? Yeah, maybe. But for what? Why hidden away like this? Yeah. And what's the smell? Like bread? Bacon bread? Huh. Please follow me. Okay. I have to ask you to step here for a moment. This is for your safety and adjust your outfits just a bit. There is some protective hardware up on the wall back there. Please remove your shoes and eyeglasses. Take off shoes? Oh, I understand. It's only courtesy to, well, do us a favor and put on the hardware anyway, just this way. Okay. Had to. Okay. Before I didn't control him, so. Maybe I should just go here. Let's drive one of these cars. Here is the fleet, haha. Oh, we just use these to get around internally. What do you do here? Oh, I'm a copywriter, text on bottles and flyers, ad copy and that sort of thing. Discerning shades and hearsay lovers, what, have long known the taste of hard times and held it in favor over all other spirits. Whatever. So the trucks are just east a ways in shipping. Give me a tap on the shoulder if you see something that catches your eye. No. Drive it? Are we gonna drive it? Cool. Move into the shipping. Nah. Is that where I wanted to go? Because I have no idea. It was an option, so that's why I went. Now I have to ask, as a matter of the course, what kind of experience do you have driving trucks? Yeah, I used to drive long hauls. It's a lonely kind of thing, or so I hear. And you can drive safely, can't you? I haven't any doubt. Now it's only after what happened with Miguel this evening. What happened? Well, the dust is still clearing, of course. Perhaps he closed his eyes a moment, or simply hit a curve too devilish. I do pity ill-fated Miguel. He was a good company, and slow to anger. But if we are speaking confidentially, well, with all that lost product to be repaid, bourbon and glass dashed across the interstate, and few casks too, we are all just thankful he had no next of kin. Bourbon and glass dashed across the interstate. That reminds me of what that old man at the gas station told me he heard. So let's see if we can ring up the dispatcher. Introduce yourself. Nice to meet you. Tell dispatch something impressive about yourself. They are very well regarded here. Yeah, old computer. Wheel holder, gotta pay the water bill. What? So I'm certain they'll call back before long. Let me take a look around the track, eh? You folks watch the weather closely? I would know if I saw it. Ah, goddamn. What happened? Are they doing this to me again? to see a movie. It was some anonymous swashbuckler film about real men and women, real tights, real lips, fake blood. They brought a flask. What? They smoked cigarettes, drank awful hooch, whistlet buckets of rain. She sang about someone she wanted once to have loved, brown hair curled around her ear. She had a voice like Scotch whiskey. I heard it somewhere. It was time to go. Stiff drinks were wearing on him, and he felt a surge of dejection. He knew she'd keep singing. He thought she should sing for someone who deserved to hear it. He knew she'd find a ride, so he slipped out alone. He sat in his car and went over some options. Chicago, Toronto, Barrow. It seemed like a bold and impulsive gesture at the time. As he pulled out on the parking lot, he removed his hands from the steering wheel for a moment and felt the car drift into the decision. Years later, he'd think of this as the moment he himself started drifting. A modest technology, but suited to the job, eh? Plenty good enough. Kick the tires, that's the thing we do, isn't it? I saw people do that though in movies. Yeah, I guess. Tires look fine. What kind of man was Miguel? As I always say of him, he was good company. Many of us have found ourselves in his position, arrogantly grasping at personal sovereignty when our lives had become unmanageable. There is no shame in it, only condolence. Now, what else can we show you? Magic hour. What is that? The angle of the sun. Okay. Drivers sleep in the day then. Sure, those that sleep. Miguel pulled extra day shifts than when he could. Sometimes he'd help me. Sometimes over in bottling. He shouldn't have been out driving at dusk. Weird shadows, so light, dangerous. I guess headlights look fine. Not buying into having more brainwashing. Looks like it's just about ready to go. You'll have to unload at the destination, but that's the job. Well, I shouldn't really do any lifting, I guess. I'm pretty damn old and sick. I see. Well, surely we can spare a dolly and carrying strap for your health and safety. Bolt hay? I guess everything is fine with the car. Okay, dispatch. Now tell them about your experience. Tell them the truck's in the good shape. Tell them you'll start in the morning. Truck looks good. Two black eyes and a flock of crocodiles come back. What? 10-4? Got your ears on. Good, listen to this. So, I think that went well. Let's head back up to the logistics and seal the deal, eh? And I got one more thing to show you. No, can we not? What is going on? That just now looked strange. Also, it got darker. Let's head back upstairs, eh? I have one more thing to show you. Wait, we only came here looking for some answers about the stupid moldy computer. Ah, the old man in the cave with the old moldy computer. The black mold it's drawn to whiskey. It feeds on ethanol fumes, you see, and we age the whiskey. Some of it inevitably evaporates into the air, the angel's share. It goes through the vents here and out into the caves. If we can scrape up that mold, we can usually apply some pressure and cold to it, squeeze and condense the angel's share back into the drinkable whiskey. Every drop counts when you're making a living on the stuff. So we'd go down and scrape it off his equipment, just like any other place it grows. He kept sending his people here to drive us away. Paranoid, truly paranoid. Well, now we have the formula, so we don't need to go collecting mold. And that's why his computer is gonna get broken. But we didn't do anything to his moldy computer. He did forget the password. One of his assistants shared it with me. Dome in air. That will get you going, I'm sure of it. So, join me upstairs? No. Suddenly, he's not running. Can you move faster though? Nope. Tired? Pissed? Upstairs is where exactly? Higher? If you don't mind. Okay. Maybe he just wants us to put the headgears back? Hopefully. I guess. Yeah. Here it is, a beauty, wouldn't you say? It is an antique, you know. What is it? Why, it's an adding machine, which is where we come for our daily ritual. To calculate the day's interest and repayment according to the formula. I usually do so at the beginning of my shift, so I know how many hours I need in order to keep up. Yes, I believe you'll do well here, sir. Happy to have you. Congratulations, you are hired. Wait, we can't. It's customary here to start each day with a shift drink. Let's make it special, mark the occasion. This is top shelf stuff now, single barrel. He doesn't. Down the hatch. Venom Memory Morse. I don't have a choice. There was no choice. Decent enough? Welcome aboard. He's not working for you. We may get back to this hour. He has a delivery to make. What's this? Not working? Are you turning down this opportunity? She's right. I have to make this. I'm disappointed. And I'm afraid that leaves us with a delicate problem. As I indicated, this is the top shelf stuff you're drinking now. It isn't cheap. If it's your first shift drinking, not your first shift drink, well, and there's the matter of this tour just now. My time and experience are billed at quite a premium. This is not good for you, my friend. You're in quite deep. By my back of the envelope estimations, well, we have that in common, I suppose, all of us. Yes, I'm afraid you'll have to work this off somehow. It's just the way of it. What's happening right now? You can start tomorrow. Take the time to settle your affairs. Of course, the interest begins to compound immediately and, well, we'll go over the formula when you get here. I should get back to work. See you tomorrow then. We'll just go up there and not come back again ever. Right? So I guess I start in the morning. In the morning. You just never go back there. That's all. I guess. I'm confused. It's just the way these things go, kid. Huh. Well, it still gives us a few hours to roam, right? Where's that ferry? Oh, it's coming. Also, this guy wasn't wearing a smoking, wasn't he, before? And her wearing a skirt. They looked like punks to me before. Now they look kind of cool. Like, I don't know. What the hell is this? An elephant? Wait. What? Prehistoric one? A mammoth? Mammoth, I think that's how you call them. End of Act 3. That is insane. Actually, no, that was the end, and I think we're going to start the next act, next part, because, yeah, let's save just now. I don't want to spoil the beginning of this like I usually did, so let's leave here. As usual, the ending. Damn it. This game is definitely something. This game still lacks a final episode, but there's one more to go before it anyway, so we're gonna see more of the story. So stay tuned. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, and I hope to see you in the next part. Bye.